In the world of energy, waste is pretty much public enemy number one. So today, we are going to talk about something called trigeneration. It's this amazing concept that gets three different uses out of one single source of fuel. Let's get into it.
Okay, stick with me here, because this sounds a little weird at first. What if the same exact system that keeps your lights on could also cool your entire building during a heat wave? I know, it sounds like something from the future, but it's totally real, and the idea behind it is actually pretty straightforward.
All right, so here's the fundamental problem we're trying to solve. When a power plant makes electricity, it also generates a ton of heat, just massive amounts. And where does most of that heat go? Nowhere useful. It just gets puffed out into the atmosphere as steam. It's kind of like ordering a giant pizza and then just throwing half of it straight in the trash. It's such a waste.
So, how do we fix this inefficiency? Well, you can think of it like a series of really smart upgrades. Step one is just your standard power generation. But then you get to the next level, cogeneration. And then the real star of our show today, the final boss, trigeneration.
So let's talk about that first upgrade, cogeneration. You might also hear it called combined heat and power, or CHP. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a two-for-one deal. Instead of just letting all that heat from making electricity drift away, a cogeneration system grabs it and puts it to good use, usually for heating buildings or providing hot water. Super simple, super smart, and way more efficient.
But hey, why stop at a two-for-one deal? Trigeneration is where things get really interesting. This is the ultimate three-in-one powerhouse. It does everything cogeneration does, but then it adds another brilliant step. It uses some of that captured heat to run a special piece of equipment called an absorption chiller. This thing is so cool. It uses heat to make things cold. I know, it messes with your brain a little, but the result is chilled water for air conditioning.
Let's actually trace the flow of energy here. You start with one fuel source, right? It powers an engine to make electricity. Classic. But instead of wasting the heat coming off that engine, it's captured by a heat exchanger. From there, the system can split that heat. Some of it can go to providing hot water for heating, and the rest goes over to that absorption chiller we were just talking about, which then creates chilled water for cooling. So you see, one input, three super useful outputs.
So why does all this matter? Well, this is a total game changer for efficiency. You're getting your three biggest utilities, power, heat, and AC from one integrated system. This absolutely slashes energy costs. And it takes that pesky waste heat we started with and turns it into something incredibly valuable. It's not just about saving a few bucks, it's about seriously shrinking a building's carbon footprint. And when you look at the numbers, it's just staggering. A traditional power plant on a good day might be 35 to 50% efficient. A trigeneration system, it can hit a total efficiency of up to 85%. That is a massive, massive leap. You're getting nearly double the useful energy out of the exact same amount of fuel.
And this isn't just some lab experiment. This technology is absolutely perfect for big places that need power and cooling around the clock. Think about a hospital. This means incredible reliability for life-saving equipment and lower operating costs. Or a data center that powers our internet. Trigeneration means a stable, resilient power supply, which is critical for keeping our digital lives running.
Look, if there's only one thing you remember from all this, let it be this. Trigeneration turns waste heat from a huge problem into an amazing resource. It gives us three for the price of one.
So, the next time you think about where your power comes from, remember, it's not just about making electricity. It's about being smart with every last drop of energy. I really hope this helped you get your head around the power of three. And hey, if you like these simple explainers on big energy topics, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.